Uh, I had back in the 70s been out here in Kahana. I met my grandfather's cousin and she lived here in Kahana. So I have a special place in my heart for the people here. And it's a very important thing. I'm actually an outsider looking in. And at the same time, there is a connection. What we did is what any Hawaiian would have done. And we old farts look towards the younger generation to start to educate yourselves, learn, and also be there to pick up the baton and carry it on. You have the right. You have a customary right, and you also have your heritage that backs you up even before the Hawaiian Kingdom was occupied. You have to stand for your rights. Once you start giving it up, it's chipping away. And once they take a little bit, they're going to end up taking a mile. So this way, you have to make your stand now, like our kupunas and makuas have been telling you. But we need the support of the young ones to learn, get to know just what it is that you are fighting for, and you have to stand up. Don't leave it for your makuas or your kupuna to do that. They want this a living ahupua'a. Living ahupua'a means the family grows. The family lives here, and it becomes a living thing. That's a living thing. It's not a living thing when they say, well, oh, too much people living there, we've got to move out some people. Well, the state is responsible for all the families living here, and they've been living here for over 100 years. Customarily, that's yours. You cannot give it up. Once you start to give it up, then they're going to take it all. We already know their ultimate motives of what they want to do. So if you don't want to see a koholina up over here, you have to take a stand. If you don't want to see your lifestyle, your heritage, your culture disappear from this valley, you have to take a stand. So what we did was we gave our mana'o to the Lieutenant Governor's office. There were several of us that were there, and we had to put in our mana'o to let them know that it is not just the Kahana Valley issue. It affects every one of us. And you know that Hawaiian food is one of the most expensive things within the state of Hawaii. So we lose Kahana, we can say, no more poi. So how are you going to live without the poi? How are you going to live without Haloa being there with you? So it's very important that you maintain and you hold yourself up. You think you're standing alone, but you are not. Pono, Vance, myself, Pomai, several people have been going on to the internet. We've been hitting our special groups. We've been hitting Maoli World, MySpace. So right now, a lot of people throughout the world already know what's happening here at Kahana. We've been getting emails back from the Big Island, Kailua Kona, the caretakers of the Ahuena over there at Hotel King Kamehameha. Right now at 4 o'clock, they are doing a pule for the family in Kahana. So just know that people on the neighbor islands are being very supportive of what you're standing for. Also, we got word back from Kauai, from Nani Rogers and her group up there. They are also doing a pule for you all. Just because you don't see them here doesn't mean they do not support you. It's just because of economics, they cannot fly over here to stand by you. but spiritually they are standing by you, and you have to know that. And it's happening not only throughout the islands here, but on the mainland, because we've received word from some people on the mainland that have told us that their prayers and they are standing in spirit with you here. And that amount of people is ever growing. Because A'o said a very important thing: enough is enough. Now, several years back, Ken Conklin, Senator Sloan, William Burgess, and his group of people had openly declared war against the native Hawaiians. And I highly suspect that the Attorney General Bennett is also part of that group. Because so far, if you notice, within the past several years, there's been an onslaught of assaults and attacks against the native Hawaiians. And we can name off all the different places. I myself, from the time that I was a kid back in the 40s, can remember. The younger generation will not remember it, but there's Damon Park. How many people remember Damon Tract? Okay, remember what happened there? Hawaiians got displaced. Today there's a place called Honolulu International Airport. And all the buildings around there, they've got the post office over there, that's all part of it. You've got Salt Lake, the industrial area. We had all Hawaiians living there.
Sand Island.
Sand Island, good. Kalama Valley,
Yeah.
Makua. The families were supposed to go back to Makua, but they bombed their homes. And today, not one of them can ever return back to Makua. They wiped out a whole village. So here we have constantly Hawaiian, Kanaka Maoli, that have been displaced. And then all this character assassinations, you know, don't believe everything you hear what they write about us, because it's not true. The only reason why they do that is for you to lose confidence in yourself and forget who you are. But as long as you start to remember who you are, there's nothing they can say and do that can put you down. Hawaiians were very industrious people. The only reason they don't look industrious is because they have stolen your resources, like they're going to do here at Kahana. Those taking care of the lo'i and your livelihood, you're going to end up on the beach. And in our economic conditions as it is today, the state is aiding and abetting to make more Kanaka Maoli homeless people. But how can you be homeless in your homeland? You have a right, and that you have to stand for. So just know that throughout the world and the neighbor islands, they have people that are supporting your efforts today. They're very cognizant of what's going on. So basically I say mahalo yakako for all of you for your gifts of what you've given us from Kahana. Mahalo.